Hi folks, back again, whether you want me to be or whether I want to be here. Bathrobe Chronicles number 126, and I'm in kind of a bizarre mood tonight. I'll tell you, not sure if I'm going to end up posting this one, and if I do, I'll most likely be embarrassed if I do post it. Get the old watch going. Anyway, I'm not sure if it was an epiphany exactly, but excuse me, a few days ago, excuse me again, I was on the verge of ordering a documentary called Jesus Camp. And I'm sure many of you out there may know about this. I've put two favorites on my channel, and I would encourage you all, to sort of take a look at it. And you can also do a YouTube search, and there's some more stuff out there about Jesus Camp. Anyway, I put this thing in my cart at Amazon. And in fact, it's still there. And I said to myself, why would I want to subject myself to watching something like this? It is absolutely dreadful. I hope you watch the segments or what have you on my favorites, and you'll know what I mean. And then that got me to thinking about well, all of this stuff in general, which I go through this every once in a while. For the last 4 or 5 years, I've spent far too, I think, I've spent far, by the way, I have some notes, spent far too much of my time, my life, on the internet and reading and just on and on and on about all of this baloney. This religious stuff, the complimentary crap and everything else. In fact, I just got another book in today. I mean, these babies are coming in so rapidly, you can barely believe it. Why we believe in the unbelievable. And why? In other words, what is it accomplishing, to pose that question? Well, let me back up, and I'll just throw out a bunch of no telling what here. I've had several things I wanted to talk about, and I think what I'll do is throw those things out, and then maybe I'll get back to this other stuff. And I know this is going to be disjointed and more rambling than usual, but I guess I have something to say. I'm just not sure how I'm going to say it. I have some good news, though. For those of you who watch my segment or are aware of Simon Singh, hey, the British Chiropractic Association dropped their lawsuit after that last judge, sort of found in Singh's favor. So that is great news. So now this poor fellow can get on with his life. It's basically been tied up for 2 years because of those whack jobs. I've got a bunch of stuff, that I normally would just, have a little segment or something. And why I'm going to mention, I'm not even sure, but I'm going to. And then maybe, hopefully, I can pull it all together and make a point, although I'm sure I may not be able to. But that's the way it goes. In addition to this, asking myself, why in the world would I pay 15 or 20 bucks or whatever it is for this documentary on Jesus Camp and subject myself to that stuff? 2 nights ago, I think I spent 2 hours on the internet watching Christopher Hitchens. Now, I like Christopher Hitchens, but my whole life is tied up with all this BS, and I'm wondering, what the hell is going on? Number one, I think I have enough knowledge of all this stuff to sort of have a position. I don't need any more knowledge, so to speak, of all this complimentary crap and this religious baloney. I sort of have my views, and I think I've done the research, if you want to use that word. you know, I just don't think it's good that I spend as much time as I do on all this stuff. I mean, what the hell is it all, you know, what the hell does it accomplish? I gratefully appreciate all you folks who stop by. You know, I've got a few who stop by pretty regularly, and even the ones who don't stop by regularly, you guys leave great comments, and I'm so appreciative of that. But hey, you know, we're all in the same boat here. It's not as though I have some new folks coming by and say, oh gosh, George, you know, I'm now seeing the light, you know, because of your postings. That just isn't happening, and most likely isn't going to happen. But anyway, and as I said, this is going to be disjointed. I think what the point I'm trying to make is that I don't think there's much hope. I really don't think there's much hope. I was going to do a segment on the folks who are doing exorcisms to get rid of homosexuality. I mean, you know, it just goes really on and on and on. You know, there are people out there who use chiropractors as their primary care physician. There are people out there who use astrology to make, you know, serious life decisions. Use psychics to make serious life decisions. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to say here. You know, why, I guess I say to myself, why am I spending all this time? And all it does is aggravate me. You know, it ticks me off, and that's all there is to it. To add a little levity to all of this, if that would be the appropriate word, are any of you folks out there gun people? Hey, well, I know I'm going to catch some flack on this one if anybody watches this, but I've mentioned before I live in Virginia, and there was just a bill passed that now allows us to, well, let me back up a little bit. Years and years and years ago, in order to get a concealed weapon permit, you know, so you can like have a gun strapped on and have your coat over it, have it concealed. You had to go through a whole lot of baloney. Now I think it's almost routine. You just go say you want one, unless you are a convicted felon or something. You know, you get this permit to strap on the old gun and keep your coat over it so it's concealed. They just passed a law, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm running out of time. Let me come back. Be right back, folks.